Hello, everyone. I'm Michiko Hayashi from Emoto Peace Project in Tokyo, Japan. And today, it's my honor and it's my pleasure to introduce you this beautiful, beautiful event to help Hopi people and Navajo people with water because they've had for many, many years, this serious problem with water. And as you know, water is life. And today, this is the event for the World Water Day. On the World Water Day that Leon from Clean Water Foundation in Washington will be doing to do for the fundraise event. And Nancy, who is from the ambassador, airline ambassador, who lives in El Salvador, and Martha Childress. Martha, can you hear?
My internet's down, so I had to join on the phone. So I've been scrambling here.
Okay, all right, Martha from Sedona Spotlight and Natural Choice Network, and we will be having Ernest from Hopi Land. Well, thank you so much, Nancy and Leon and Martha, for being here with me today.
Our pleasure.
Well, so to start with Martha, well, we can't still see you there, but would you like to start explaining how this happened and what we are trying to do now?
Well, as you know, you were there kind of from the beginning too.
Right.
My husband happened to meet Leon McLaughlin at a piano bar.
Uh-huh.
and he said, and Leon told him about what he was doing with the clean water. And he said, oh, you need to meet my wife. She might want to interview on the radio show. So I had Leon on my radio show. And then, of course, Ted Marr has a radio show on the same station. And I told him about Leon. And when we were on his show together, that's when Ted told us about what was happening on Hopi land right here in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And we were so just surprised and appalled to hear about that situation. And then your connection is how we were able to start to communicate with Vern on with one of the elders on the reservation. Yeah. And that's how it all started, just to get in there, get on the ground. And your connection and Dr. Emoto's connection, is what kind of, gave us, validated us as like, we weren't just like fly-by-nights. We were really people that were truly passionate and interested in helping. And you're facilitating that meeting is really what helped things get off the ground. So thank you again for your part in that and for continuing to support our effort.
All right. Yeah. Thank you so much for starting this. I mean, this is really something that I'm hoping that everyone will be involved to help. And it's not only, well, this is for Hopi and Navajo, but eventually we would like to expand this to other countries, other places too, because I think we all need to know that water is life, and yet so many places are having the water problem. So Leon,
and when we heard about it, it was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening, and it's happened for so long. And so we're hoping as we spread the message, I know everyone that hears it's going to feel the same.
Exactly. And water is really connected. It's just one droplet, but it's all connected on Earth. So that means we have to unite also to help to clean water with our consciousness and physically as well. So Leon, thank you so much. You can unmute and share with us about what you're doing, how you're helping people in Hopi land and Navajo.
Yeah, like what Martha said, when we found out from the talk shows and then to connect up with Dr. Emoto and the Message of Water to put this bundle package together along with Nancy and Airline Ambassadors. I mean, we got a really powerful bundle package that we're putting together. So far, we've had Providence Swedish Hospital join us with PPE, and we have the water units and global giving. in the three organizations, Sedona Spotlight, Airline Ambassadors, Clean Water Foundation. We now have over 400 water units that we have delivered within
Wow.
the last, since 2019. That's amazing from a grassroots organization like us.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just been an unbelievable ride, and it's like the snowball rolling. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And now we got the Kirkland Chamber of Commerce, Santa Fe Restaurant joining us for this World Water Day event that we're going to have on March 26th, along with the March 22nd event that's going to be in Sedona. That Martha is hosting, and Nancy will be there from El Salvador, like you said. So to have two World Water Day events, it's going to be unbelievable. And also to have the United Nations involved for this World Water Day deal that we are talking about, the Hopi and Navajo tribe. It's just been an unbelievable ride to start off with one water unit, and then now got 400 and going into 20,000 homes is just totally amazing, along with the water treatment plant that we're putting out there. And we want the Dr. Emoto books to go with every water unit.
Of course.
Along with every water unit, we're going to have one of the labels of Dr. Emoto's peace sign. So it's just been an unbelievable ride. And to get people involved, it's like working together works. And our theme song is Flow for the Love of Water.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just great. People love the theme song. People are getting involved. And it's just like I said, the snowball effect. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Right. Thank you. It's amazing
Thank you.
how this started, and because water connects with other waters, and it
Yes.
goes to where it is necessary. So this really means so much. This is why I would like all the people to know, because it goes to the place where it's needed, and with love for those places, love for water, the water is purified when it goes there. So the more people join this program or event, the more energy expands. So I would like more and more people to join, because water situation in Hopi and Navajo, I mean, maybe you can explain. Nancy, you can probably explain, because I would like people to know what kind of problem they're having. I was going to ask Ernest to talk about it, but he hasn't been able to join us yet. So maybe Nancy, as an ambassador of Airline Ambassador, maybe you're doing such
Yes.
work to help.
So thank you so much, Michiko, for having us on the show. And we're so honored to be a part of this incredible effort to help the clean water for the Hopi and Navajo nations.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Clean Water Foundation, for introducing us to this project. And I'm particularly interested because my father was involved with pioneering reverse osmosis technology.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something that the Hopi and Navajo need. We have been able to raise over $500,000 worth of resources for the tribe. This is nothing compared to what's needed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so honored to continue to help with this. And I just want to encourage people to attend the concert on March 22nd,
Right.
because we
There you
have
go, Martha.
musicians from all backgrounds that are going to be giving their inspiration and their love to water. And we know that water is most of what we're made of, and water affects our world. And so we want to express the highest potential for the water in the Hopi and Navajo nations.
Great.
Please help them, because the poor people cannot get clean water. Every time it rains, there are 500 abandoned uranium mines on the reservation, and they are being swelled every time it rains with uranium that's going into the aquifers. everybody is getting sick. The average lifespan on the Hopi reservation is 47 years old.
That's
We
right.
so much want
That-
to alert the world about this situation and do something about it.
right.
Please join us.
You know, people don't know about that situation, so we have to share that with other people so that the more and more people will learn what's happening there or what has been happening. And so many people are have been sick by
Yeah,
drinking
it's such
that.
a terrible injustice. It's such a terrible injustice. And as I say, I think once people realize what's been happening, it's been happening for decades.
Mhm.
And the Peabody, I mean, oh, the mining companies, the federal government, everyone's just been dragging their feet. It's cost the tribes almost all the money they had, you know, with attorneys and whatnot. And while that's just such a bigger picture, and the Black Mesa Trust has done a lot, and they're just now starting to pay attention. I think it's partly, you know, in part to us bringing this attention, you know, and getting more people behind it as well. So what we're doing is working. They're starting to pay attention, but I mean, we're just a drop in the bucket compared to like the 22 million we need to clean their water. And even though it's just a Band-Aid with filters at this point, they can't keep getting sick. I mean, you know, they just keep tossing this thing down the road. It's like most of the long-term solutions are going to take decades to implement anyway. So
Exactly.
we need to get them clean, safe water now.
When-
And that's what we've
yeah.
been doing.
You know, Dr. Emoto always said that humans are the ones who destroyed this nature and contaminated, polluted water. And
Yep.
it's our responsibility to recover it now. Until it is fully recovered, we have to be delivering the safe, clean water. And he named it angel water. And that's how we started with this project and started to deliver this angel water to people in Fukushima when we had that disaster. But now I think this is part of this angel water project, because we are being angel to help with those people who really need the clean water, who have been getting really sick and not really being able to live the life that they should be. I mean, in this modern society, this with the technology, no one should be drinking that contaminated, polluted water with arsenic and heavy metal and all that. We should be drinking clean water.
Well, and the irony is, you know, one of the major aquifers that had the most pure clean water, and it's part of one of their sacred sites, the water was so wonderful. That's what they used to slurry the coal. It wasn't even used for drinking. And this went on for decades, and they were pumping so much water out of this, you know, aquifer that was like, would have been abundant for hundreds of years. I mean, you know, just hundreds of thousands of gallons. They're just like pumped out for decades, and to the point where it is so low that the, like Nancy was saying, you know, Hopi Land's like right in the center of you know, the whole
Navajo, yeah.
reservation, and it all the water from those mines and the runoff comes in, and when the aquifers have been drained so low, the concentration gets worse too. So
Exactly.
this problem is actually getting worse. Even though they've stopped the mining, everything's still in the soil, and it's still, like Nancy said, every time it rains, it you know, it's going in the aquifer in a place that used to be some of the purest water in the world. It's just really a crime.
I am so sorry to hear that. And well, Leon, thank you so much for helping those people with the filters that you're making, producing as part of Clean Water Foundation. And you said you have delivered over 440 units?
Over 400 water units. We worked with some top water experts that developed those uranium filters when COVID had hit. We normally couldn't talk to these people, but by COVID hitting, they were at home, and we designed some special uranium filters. And now we're giving them to the Hopi and Navajo tribe, working with Ernest and the fundraising that we're doing through global giving. Airline Ambassadors, Clean Water Foundation, and Sedona Spotlight.
Right.
So yeah, we got special made, custom made filters that's going into every home. We take water samples. Once we find out everything that's in the water, like I said, uranium, arsenic, 100 other contaminants, we make that custom made filter. We're bringing them in the home. We also designed with Ernest some special water units that is now going into the homes with no running water. And we also design washing stations.
Wow.
It's over 3 billion people that don't have washing stations in the world, and 2.2 billion don't have clean water. So by the Hopi developing these washing stations, the new water units, it's been an unbelievable journey.
Wow. What you're doing is so important. And
yeah,
I
and if
really
people
want to
can,
thank you so much for that.
thank you. And if you can go to airlineambassadors.org,
Mhm.
Clean Water Foundation, WA.org, SedonaSpotlight.com, you can see everything that we're doing. We need volunteers if you want to donate. Anybody, we want the world to join us on this mission to let
Right.
it flow
Yeah.
for the love of water.
Please, everyone, whoever is watching this, please help. And if your $5, $10 would help, the small amount, it doesn't matter how much it is, but donating with your love helps
Yes.
people
Yeah.
with the water in Hopi land and Navajo. We really want to help them. And once again, the website, okay, well, no, Leon and Martha and Nancy, you're doing this fundraising event
Ernest,
once again.
we're part of the
March 22nd, World Water Day. That's from Sedona Spotlight, right, Martha?
Ernest, check into the
Yeah,
Zoom
well,
call.
we're hosting the event from Sedona. It's going to be a combination of people here and some wonderful entertainers that have written songs to bring more awareness to this, or are lending their songs to help entertain everybody that's watching, to keep everybody, kind of happy, because what Michiko was talking about earlier too, the water has consciousness. We want this giving not to come from guilt to shame, but for love and gratitude for the Hopi and the Navajo and the indigenous that have been our protectors and have, held such sacred space for the entire planet for so long. We want, anyone who's giving to this to give out of love and gratitude for them as well, and have it more happy-hearted giving.
Exactly. You know what? I learned that Dr. Emoto was always saying, but also I learned that when you give, whatever you give, whatever you think, whatever you say will amplify, the universe will amplify the energy by 10 times, and that will come back to you. So if you think about something good, if you do something good, you are actually saving that beautiful energy in the universe, and then that will come back to you in 10 times as much. So we want, I mean, it's for Hopi people, for everyone, but it's for yourself also. So we want to be really helping with love and gratitude, right?
Yeah,
I think it's great to
for
come
the
in
flow,
with
for
love.
of water. Yeah,
Exactly. And I think it's great that now we're putting a prayer on top of every water unit that we're installing. So imagine that we provide these filters and also the label of Dr. Emoto's love and gratitude with the prayer. And so it can't get any better than that.
Yeah, this is the water crystal photo from after the prayer, after offering the prayer. And it really changes. I mean, I do have the picture, but I will show you in here. After the prayer, the water really, really absorbs our prayer from this ugly one before prayers, change to this one. So you know how powerful our prayers, our consciousness is. And here, I would like to share, if I can share screen. I found some pictures. Okay. Share screen. Whoops. Do I? Wait. Can you, okay. All right, okay, here. This is the picture.
Oh, there's the picture, yeah.
Yeah, that was taken in
April
2004 with this Vernon and Becky, his wife, and Dr.
Yeah.
Moto in Hopi land. And this Vernon here in this picture is holding the book that Vernon and Dr. Moto wrote together, co-authored together. That was a conversation that they had together. Out of this conversation of two people together, we made the book in Japanese, in Japan, and it's called Prophecy of Water. And it says, ascension to, the key to the ascension is water. And I'm thinking about translating this into English so more and more people will learn about this. And the last picture is this with you, Martha, and with this Ernest, me, Martha, and Ted at the sacred lake in Hopi land, where we offered the prayer, water blessing prayer. So this is really,
that was exactly 10 years from the date of that photo, which you found out that I
15 years later.
15, yeah, exactly 15 years to the date, which we didn't know till we were up there where that original
well,
picture
actually,
was
you are the one who discovered that, and I was really surprised that I was there.
Crazy. It's like we knew that, you know, we were in the flow.
Yeah. So, well, thank you so much for doing this. I hope many people will join this beautiful fundraising event once again on the 22nd of March. That's the World Water Day. From Sedona Spotlight and Airline Ambassador, you will be doing this event, fundraising event. How can people find? They just go to your website and register.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, there's all of our websites have a link to the information on the concert. Yeah.
So that's
and stories about, if you go to SedonaSpotlight.com too.
SedonaSpotlight.com.
Yeah.
And
airlineambassadors.org.
World Water Mission.
Airline.
And there's a lot on Airline Ambassadors. Yeah.
Airline Ambassador.org also.
And the Clean Water Foundation.
And on the 26th of March, Clean Water Foundation will be doing it in Kirkland, Washington.
Yes, with the Kirkland Chamber of Commerce at the Santa Fe restaurant.
Wonderful. So
and we also have an amazing auction to inspire people to give in fun ways. And please go to our website at airlineamb.org to see a connection to the auction, where you can bid on fun items, everything from mini trips around the world to items you might want to own. So,
wow.
Or if people want to donate an item, an auction item, you know, that's another way to contribute too. If they have a service, especially now with, you know, if they don't want to have to send something because it's a virtual concert, if somebody has a service they can donate, that'd be fantastic too. So yeah, another way to support this is by providing, you know, donating an item as well. And you can connect. Nancy, why don't you tell them how to find you if they have an auction item they'd like to donate?
So you just email me at nancy@airlineamb.org.
.org. Okay. Nancy@airlineamb.org is the email. Okay, wonderful. Well, all right, Leon, how can people go to your website? What's your website again?
It's Clean Water Foundation, WA.org. And you can go there and see what we're doing with the Hopi tribe. And they can go to that website. And like I said, on March 26th, we'll be doing an event with the Santa Fe Restaurant, the Kirkland Chamber of Commerce, and Clean Water Foundation to bring in more water units to the Hopi and Navajo tribe.
How much does one unit cost for you to make or to deliver?
One unit, well, we developed those special filters.
Right.
They retail for $600, but we had the manufacturers give it to us for $150. So for $150, you can purchase a water unit that can provide water for 50 or more people, which is awesome. And we were glad that we had the manufacturers get involved to drop that price. Even the replacement filters is like $50, and they're normally $250, but the manufacturers helped us out where it's $50 for the replacement filters.
Okay.
And we also designed these reverse osmosis units also. So we have a line of water units that we're working with, the countertop, no running water units, and also the reverse osmosis units. But for $150,
No middleman
you can provide water for 50 or more people.
Straight to you.
And
yeah.
And is that the water units last for 30 years, and you change the filters every year after 10,000 gallons of water has been used.
Wow.
So imagine in those that will last for 30 years, and you change the filters every year or after 10,000 gallons of water has been used, which is great.
Yeah, you are an angel, really, Leon. I mean, Nancy and Martha, you guys are really angels. And everyone, please get involved. Let's get involved together, and we'll help everyone together. Remember March 22nd. Do you know what time does it going to start? This event.
6 p.m. Pacific time.
What time?
6 p.m. Pacific time.
Okay. All right, 6 p.m. Pacific time on the 22nd of March. And Leon, your event?
And on our event, it starts from 2 to 5. It's going to be free food catered by the Santa Fe restaurant.
Oh,
and
wow.
like I said, I have the owner right here. You can say hi to
Sure, yeah, introduce
the owner of the Santa
please.
Fe restaurant. Let's speakerphone real.
All right, go ahead. Hello.
Hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. How are you doing?
Thank you so much.
Hello, how are you doing?
We're doing great. Thank you so much for being a part of this beautiful event and helping to help Hopi people and Navajo and providing your beautiful restaurant on the 26th of March.
Oh, no, it's an honor and a privilege, and it's exciting to work together with Leon and the Clean Water Project. It's going to be really good. Yeah, so we're excited to be part of it.
Thank you. You know what I think is
nice to talk to you in Japan.
Nice to talk to you too. Thank you.
Have a great evening.
You have a wonderful evening.
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Appreciate it. Nice to meet you.
And let me show you this beautiful restaurant. Here it is right here. As you can see, it's a beautiful restaurant that we're at right in Kirkland here. Absolutely gorgeous.
All right. I hope that many people will be there too on not only on the 26th, but every day. This is, before I finish, well, it's too bad that Ernest could not join us. I mean, even 5 minutes, I wanted him to be here with us so that he can just explain about the situation and how he's setting up all the filters and all that, but it'll be next time. And the beauty of this event is we are uniting together, just like water. You, Leon from Washington in the US, and Nancy from El Salvador, and Martha from Arizona, Sedona, and me from Tokyo, Japan. We're all uniting together. So from
Yep.
all around the world, let's get together and unite. Unity is what we want now, with love and gratitude. Thank you so
Hallelujah.
much.
You're exactly right that we are getting other people involved, just like Hector at the Santa Fe, the Kirkland Chamber of Commerce. And like I said, it's like the snowball. We're getting people really interested and really wanting to join us for green meeting.
Well, thank you so much, Leon. What you're doing is really, really priceless. And
Yeah,
I
and
appreciate it.
anybody anywhere in the world, they can just host their own little fundraiser, and they can just show the resources that we have to tell the story, and
Sure.
just create their own little fundraising event,
Fundraise.
and together they can have a great time, and send all the donations that they make at their fundraisers towards the and we'll definitely recognize them and be very, very happy. And so we want this, as I say, to be fun and filled with love and gratitude, for love of water, and to let it flow.
All right. Well, wonderful. I hope that I will be there joining
That's
you on
exactly
the
what we're doing.
22nd and 26th. I'm online, so we'll see each other at that time again. All right.
Thank
you
you.
again. Thank you so
All
much,
righty.
everyone.
Thank you so
Please
much.
join
My pleasure.
us.
All right.
Please register. Please.
All righty.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.